Good evening, this is Jib 1664 and today we're going to make lemon meringue pie. So first of all, what we do, we wash our hands. Then we dry them with a towel. Then we're going to look at the things you need to do this. So, give the camera to me. We have one saucepan, one pie dish, one small bowl to put the eggs in, some butter, that amount, some sugar, 12 digestive biscuits, some brown sugar, normally 3 eggs, but because they're small I'm going to use 4, a grater, 2 lemons, a bowl for beating the eggs, a bowl for mixing the filling, and a sieve to stop the lemon pips going in the pie. What we're going to do next is make the base, and instead of using pastry we're going to use a crumb crust made with digestive biscuits. So what we do, we get the butter, we put it in the pan, show the pan, and the butter going in the pan, and we melt the butter. So the butter needs to be liquid. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. There's the butter melting. Okay, we're just going to switch that off and leave it to melt. The next thing we do, we need to get the digestives and make digestive crumbs. So we put them in a bag and bash them with a rolling pin. Here's a bag. Here's a digestive going in the bag. Then we bash them with a rolling pin. Okay, that's enough. Now we put the broken digestives in the pan without spilling them. Whoa. And we put the bag in the bin. Next, we mix the digestives with the butter. And if there's any big bits left, we break them up. And now we put in 1 big spoon of brown sugar. And stir a bit more. Make sure all the butter's melted. Then we put the digestives and butter into the pie dish. Whee! There we go. And we switch the cooker off. And we spread the crumbs so they cover the dish. There we go, that looks nice. And we flatten it down. In the pie dish. Making sure that it's all flat and even.
Top two teams meeting in the park, the Stadio Mario Kempes in Cordoba. Boca Juniors have just picked Rosario Central to the title. So the blue and gold were eyeing the goal. Rosario eyeing revenge.
Then, the next thing we do, we put the pie dish in the fridge to cool down. Have a look at that, beautiful. In the fridge. Now we're going to make the filling. So we get the bowl for mixing things. This bowl, and here we put a tin of condensed milk in. Make sure you use condensed milk, not evaporated milk, because condensed milk is much thicker and it takes a long time to come out. So there we go. Give it a few minutes to empty. Give it a shake. When the tin is empty, you have to put it in the bin. Okay, stop. The next thing we do, we get the 3 eggs, but we're using 4 because they're only small, and we separate the whites from the yolks. So, first, you break the egg on the side of the dish, and then put the whites in here, and the yolks go in here. That's one. Now don't get too close, it won't be out of focus. That's 2. Then the eggshells can go in the bin. And you need to wash your hands again because they're a bit sticky from the eggs. Now we put the egg yolks in with the condensed milk. And we stir. All mixed in. Then we're going to put the lemon juice in. So we cut the lemon in half. And squeeze squeeze the lemon into the mixture. So the lemon juice goes in. And the other half. Thomas, it's all out of focus. It's far too close. You should be much further away. And get the other lemon. Then we get some lemon juice from a bottle. And we put some of that in. Then we grate some of the skin, the zest of the lemon. No, first of all we mix it, and it should make the mixture a bit thicker. The lemon juice makes the mixture go thicker. And if we were to taste this, it should be very lemony, but we haven't quite finished yet, because we have to put some grated lemon in as well, some zest. Look how thick it's going. At this point we switch on the oven to 150. And we grate some lemon zest into the mixture. And there's the bits of the lemon skin. So we stir it again. And then we wash our hands because they're a bit covered in lemon juice. And we dry our hands. Next thing we do, we get the pie dish with the base, which is now cooled down, and we put the filling on top. Whee! And then we spread the filling so it covers all the base. No pinching the base. So, is that all covered? Let's have a look. Yes, that's looking quite good. Then we put the dish back in the fridge. And the last thing we do, we make the meringue. So here, it's easier if you've got an electric beater, which by luck, oh dear, we've got one here. So, plug it in. We beat the white of eggs. Now the test is to see if it's done, if you can turn it upside down. At the moment I'm turning it and it's coming out, so it's not done yet. So we need to do a bit more. Now we mix in the sugar. We don't put it all in one go, we put some in and then mix it more. It should come to sharp points. Oh yes, look. Sharp points. Whoa! It's coming out of the side in the pot. There we are. That looks the perfect mixture for making meringue. The taster. So Thomas is going to taste it to see if it's all right. What do you think? Thumbs up? Is it okay? Thomas thinks it's okay. He's going to have one more spoon. There we go. Now we get the pie dish from the fridge. I think somebody's stealing the meringue. And we get the spoon and we cover all the filling with meringue. This looks like very good material for meringue. No, thank you. Sugar is bad for you. Don't scrape the bowl. Then we cover all the filling with the meringue. Thomas, get your fingers out. Thomas, you're not holding it in the right place. Are you looking what you're filming? Make sure it's all covered. And we make some interesting marks on the meringue to make it look interesting. Then it goes in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So we start the timer. Stop. Now we got the final bit to take it out of the oven and let it cool down. So here we go. It's been in for exactly 15 minutes. So let's have a look. Oh yes, perfect. The only thing is, I think it's touched part of the oven. Right, bring the camera here, Thomas. Let's switch the oven off. Let's have a look at this beautiful meringue. Ah. Beautiful golden brown. So we have to wait till it cools down, and then it's better to wait till the next day because it sets better. So after it's cooled down, put it in the fridge and eat it the next day. The end. So finally, if this recipe works for you, please leave a comment on YouTube to say how much you enjoyed it. Thank you. Goodbye.